Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're going to be diving into some fun facts about Christmas traditions in the UK.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Yeah, you know those quirky, those charming, and sometimes those downright baffling customs
Yeah.
that make a British Christmas so unique. We were inspired by this article called "Exploring Festive Cheer" from the folks over at UK Compass.
UKCompass, what's that?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's this free platform, and it helps you find the best service providers in the UK.
Okay.
Like if you need a plumber,
Yeah.
they got you.
Yeah.
Looking for a new mobile plan,
Right.
UK Compass will point you in the right direction. No more endless Googling
Yeah, I hate that.
or asking for recommendations. They just got it all streamlined.
Oh, so it's like a one-stop shop for your UK service needs.
Exactly. And the
Right.
best part is it's completely free to use.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They even have a mobile app,
Nice.
which makes it super convenient. Definitely worth checking out. You can download it right now and follow them on social media for more helpful tips and tricks.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, for sure. But back to Christmas. We were really intrigued by this article on the UK Compass blog and thought it'd be fun to kind of dig a little deeper into some of these traditions. I mean, where else would you find a holiday that blends ancient pagan rituals with Victorian-era customs and modern-day pop culture phenomenons?
Yeah, it really is a fascinating mix, and it all starts with a history that stretches back centuries. Did you know that many modern Christmas customs in the UK actually have roots in the pagan festival of Yule?
Right. Like Yule was celebrated during the winter solstice, marking the shortest day of the year and the return of the sun.
Right.
And it's amazing how this ancient concept still resonates in our modern Christmas celebrations, especially with like all those twinkling lights.
Yeah, for sure. It's like a symbolic reminder that, even in the darkest of times, light will always return.
I like that. But the real game changer for Christmas in the UK was the Victorian era. Many of the traditions we consider, quintessentially British today, like decorating Christmas trees and sending Christmas cards, actually became popular during Queen Victoria's reign.
It's incredible how one era can have such a lasting impact on a holiday, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
And we can't forget Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband. He's the one who brought several German Christmas traditions to the UK, including, the beloved Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Talk about a cultural exchange. I bet back then no one could have predicted that this, spiky evergreen would become like the centerpiece of every British Christmas
I
celebration.
know, right?
It's a wonderful example of how traditions kind of evolve and blend over time.
Yeah.
Speaking of blending,
Hmm.
let's talk about a tradition that's unique to the UK. Christmas crackers. Have you ever experienced the joy of pulling a cracker with a bang,
Oh, yeah.
only to be showered in paper hats and cheesy jokes?
Well, legend has it that a confectioner named Tom Smith invented them back in the 1840s. He was inspired by the French bonbons that were wrapped in twisted paper, and he just decided to add a crackle element to his creations, mimicking the sound of a crackling fire.
Oh, that's neat.
And voila, the Christmas cracker was born. From sweet treats to paper hats and silly jokes, it's evolved over the years, but that element of surprise and a bit of festive silliness, it remains at its core.
It's amazing how these like seemingly small innovations can become such cherished traditions.
Totally.
And the fun doesn't even stop on Christmas Day. Tell me about Boxing Day. What is that all about?
Okay.
Is it literally a day dedicated to boxing?
Boxing Day, celebrated on December 26th, is unique to the UK and some other Commonwealth countries.
Okay.
It's a day for relaxation,
Okay.
enjoying leftovers from the Christmas feast, maybe catching a sporting event, or even hitting those post-Christmas sales.
Oh, so it's like a bonus day of holiday cheer.
Yeah, pretty much.
A chance to unwind and enjoy the festive atmosphere before heading back to reality.
Exactly. It's a tradition that adds another layer to the holiday season in the UK.
Okay.
It's a time for family, friends, and community. Speaking of community, have you ever experienced the magic of a London Christmas market?
I haven't, and I'm dying to. I've heard they're absolutely incredible, like something straight out of a Dickens novel.
Yeah.
Imagine like strolling through those twinkling stalls, sipping mulled wine, and finding like unique handmade gifts and stuff.
Oh, for sure. You're painting quite a picture. From the iconic Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park with its, ice skating rinks and thrilling rides to the cozier South Bank Center Winter Market, London just transforms into a festive wonderland. These markets offer a bit of everything. They got artisan crafts, delicious food, festive entertainment. It's a true feast for the senses.
Oh, wow. It sounds like the perfect way to like soak up the festive atmosphere and experience the community spirit of a British Christmas. But let's be honest, is a white Christmas in the UK just a romanticized dream?
You're right to be skeptical.
Okay.
While Bing Crosby might have us dreaming of snow-covered streets and stuff, the reality is is a bit different. A widespread white Christmas in the UK is actually quite rare.
Oh, okay.
The occasional flurry might add a touch of magic, but don't expect a snowdrift on your doorstep.
I guess that makes it even more special when it does happen. Speaking of special, I've always been intrigued by the Christmas #1 race in the UK. It seems like such a big deal.
Oh, it absolutely is. Every year there's this fierce competition to see which song will claim the top spot on the UK singles chart at Christmas.
Wow.
It's become a tradition in itself, adding an extra layer of excitement to the holiday season. And we've seen some iconic winners over the years. Band-Aids, Do They Know It's Christmas? And Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, just to name a few.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
The Queen of Christmas. Her song is like a modern-day carol. It's played everywhere you go during the holidays.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's amazing how certain songs become so deeply ingrained in our cultural consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
evoking those special feelings associated with Christmas. And while we're on the topic of sensory experiences, let's talk about the food. What would a British Christmas be without a traditional feast?
Okay, now we're talking. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah.
So what are the must-have dishes on a British Christmas table?
Well, the undisputed star of the show is the roast turkey, a tradition that's been around since the 16th century.
Wow.
It's usually served with all the trimmings, stuffing, gravy, roasted vegetables, a true culinary centerpiece.
And for dessert.
Yeah.
I've heard so much about mince pies, but what exactly are they? They don't actually have mincemeat in them, do they?
That's a common misconception.
Okay.
Mince pies have a fascinating history dating back to medieval times when they were indeed filled with a mixture of minced meat, spices, and dried fruits.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Meat in a pie that's now a sweet treat. That's a culinary twist.
It is. Over the centuries, the meaty filling gradually gave way to a sweeter blend of fruits, spices, and brandy, transforming them into the festive treat we know and love today. But that hint of history is still there in the name.
Huh. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So they're like a little edible time capsule of Christmas past.
Pretty much.
And what about Christmas pudding? It seems like a very iconic British Christmas dessert.
Oh, absolutely. Christmas pudding is more than just a dessert. It's a symbol of tradition steeped in history and ritual. It's a rich, dense pudding made with dried fruits, suet, and spices, often prepared weeks in advance and flambéed with brandy for a dramatic flair.
It sounds incredibly decadent.
It is, and the preparation is a ritual in itself. Families often gather to stir the pudding together, each member making a wish as they take their turn. But let's step back from the dinner table for a moment and talk about decorations. I imagine Christmas decorations in the UK have evolved quite a bit over time, too.
You're absolutely right. From simple natural adornments to the elaborate displays we see today, Christmas decorations in the UK reflect a fascinating blend of ancient customs and modern trends. In the past, people used holly, ivy, and mistletoe to decorate their homes, believing they warded off evil spirits. But one thing that seems to have remained constant throughout the years is that emphasis on charity during the UK Christmas season.
Absolutely. Christmas in the UK is deeply rooted in the spirit of giving back and helping those less fortunate,
Yeah.
whether it's donating to food banks, participating in Christmas Jumper Day to raise money for charity, or volunteering at local shelters. The season is just marked by a heartwarming wave of generosity.
Yeah, it's a beautiful reminder that the true spirit of Christmas lies in compassion and kindness.
Mm-hmm.
It's extending a helping hand hand to those in need.
For sure.
It's about sharing the joy and warmth of the season with everyone. And speaking of sharing joy, I've always been curious about pantomimes. They seem like such a unique and fun part of a British Christmas.
They are. Pantomimes are a theatrical tradition that's especially popular during the Christmas season in the UK.
But what exactly is a pantomime? Is it like a play, a musical?
Well, imagine a hilarious mashup of fairy tales,
Okay.
slapstick comedy, music, and audience participation. That's a pantomime in a nutshell. They're often based on classic stories like Cinderella or Aladdin,
Okay.
but with a comedic twist, plenty of audience interaction, and men often playing female roles and vice versa.
It sounds like organized chaos, but in the best way possible.
Exactly. It's pure, unadulterated fun for the whole family. And while we're on the subject of entertainment, we can't forget another British staple that gets a festive makeover during the Christmas season, the pub quiz. During the Christmas season, many pubs host special themed quizzes, testing your knowledge of, Christmas trivia, carols, and all things festive.
It sounds like the perfect way to enjoy a night out with friends, test your Christmas knowledge, and maybe even win a prize or two. It's amazing how all these traditions from ancient customs to modern innovations come together to create the magic of a British Christmas. But enough from us. We want to hear from you. What are your favorite holiday traditions?
Yeah, we're curious to know what makes your holiday special. Whether it's a family recipe, a cherished decoration,
Yeah.
or a unique custom.
Share your stories with us on social media. We'd love to hear them. One thing that always strikes me about Christmas in the UK is that emphasis on handmade gifts and decorations.
Oh yeah, you're spot on there. There's something incredibly heartwarming about seeing people take the time to craft something special for their loved ones,
Yeah.
whether it's a knitted scarf, a hand painted ornament, or a batch of homemade mince pies.
Right.
Those personal touches they really elevate the gift giving experience.
I couldn't agree more. It's a testament to the creativity and thoughtfulness that goes into making Christmas truly meaningful, and it speaks to that broader sense of community and connection that we've been talking about.
And it's not just about grand gestures either.
Right.
Even small acts of kindness,
Yeah.
like offering a friendly smile or lending a helping hand can make a huge difference in someone's day.
Absolutely. And as we've been building into all these fascinating UK Christmas traditions, it struck me how universal the spirit of Christmas really is.
While the specific customs and rituals might vary from country to country, the
Yeah.
underlying themes of love, generosity, and hope they transcend borders and cultures.
It's a time for reflection, for gratitude, and for celebrating the connections that unite us all. A time to put aside differences and embrace our shared humanity.
And that's what makes Christmas so powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a reminder that even in a world that can feel divided, there's a shared yearning for peace, understanding, and connection, and
Yeah.
that yearning is something we can carry with us throughout the year.
You're absolutely right. It's about keeping that Christmas spirit alive, not just during the holiday season, but in our everyday interactions. I'm curious, what are some of the things that stand out to you as particularly unique or heartwarming about UK Christmas traditions? What resonates with you the most?
Well, one thing that always strikes me is that wonderful blend of reverence and revelry.
Okay.
There's a deep respect for tradition and history, a sense of honoring the past, but at the same time, there's a playful, almost mischievous energy that runs through many of the customs.
Yes. It's like they've mastered the art of balancing solemnity and silliness, finding that sweet spot where tradition meets lighthearted fun.
Exactly. Take pantomimes, for example.
Okay.
They're rooted in centuries old theatrical traditions.
Right.
but they're also full of slapstick humor, audience participation, and a healthy dose of gender bending role
Oh,
reversals.
yeah.
It's a fascinating mix of the old and the new, the sacred and the profane.
And it's not just pantomimes. You see that same playful spirit in the Christmas cracker tradition with those groan-worthy jokes and paper crowns.
Right.
It's like they're saying, let's not take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
Let's embrace the absurdity and have a good laugh.
It's a wonderful reminder that even during a season that can be filled with high expectations and sometimes a bit of stress,
Right.
it's important to make space for laughter and joy
Yeah.
to let loose and have a bit of fun.
Right.
And I think that's something that's deeply ingrained in the British character.
I love that. It's like a cultural safety valve, a way of releasing tension, and reminding ourselves that life doesn't always have to be so serious.
Right.
And that ties into something we've touched on earlier, the importance of community and connection during the UK Christmas season.
Yeah.
From gathering with loved ones to extending a helping hand to those in need.
Right.
There's a real emphasis on coming together and sharing the warmth of the season.
And perhaps that's one of the most enduring legacies of UK Christmas traditions.
Yeah.
That reminder that we're all interconnected and that our actions, no matter how small, can have a ripple effect on the world around us.
It's a powerful message.
Yeah.
Especially during a season that's often focused on material things and consumerism.
Right.
So it's a call to shift our focus outward to think about how we can contribute to the well-being of others and make the world a little bit brighter.
Beautifully said. And as we wrap up this deep dive into the fascinating world of UK Christmas traditions,
Right.
I hope our listeners are leaving with a renewed appreciation for the beauty,
Yeah.
the quirkiness,
Wow.
and the enduring spirit of this special time of year.
And I hope it's inspired them to reflect on their own holiday traditions.
Yeah.
To cherish the moments of connection and joy.
Well, sure.
And to carry that spirit of generosity and kindness with them throughout the year.
Well said. Happy holidays to all our listeners. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the fascinating world around.